He's the best.
He's the best white
So
rapper.
Macklemore.
Mike Shinoda. Lil Xan.
Yeah.
Lil Xan, everybody.
Hi, Reject Nation. Greg.
John.
We're going to watch a patron video request today. One of our reward tiers is whatever video you request, we must definitely do. And it's a music video. Odds are this is going to get blocked on YouTube. All right. And it's also probably going to get an age restriction because of the title here. YBN, I don't know who this is. Don't know this rapper.
YBN, I guess, is like an online rap collective, and then CORDAE is one of their members.
Okay. Old N-word. J. Cole 1985 response.
Yeah, J. Cole dropped an album recently with a lot of advice for the new generation of hip-hop, and I guess this is a response to that.
Yeah, because the new generation of hip-hop ain't as cool as the golden age.
Or is it? That's the debate. Everybody hates Tupac and Biggie now.
This patron video request comes from none other than Jasmin Holmes.
Hey, Jasmine.
Jasmin Holmes, you are a beautiful woman from what I can tell from this tiny little profile pic we have of you here. If we can get an actual photo, if you could send it to John's account, that would be great. Jasmine actually lives all the way out in Utah, where there's always so many fun things to do. We make our living off of the internet, so it's very challenging. I appreciate the job you do. And she's actually also born in September 8th, 5 days after my birthday, and she is 1991, 1 year after my birth. So Jasmine, we have a lot in common. Us Virgos got to stick together. Virgo means virgin. I might have that applied to my life, but a woman as beautiful as you, highly doubt it. But I'm not going to say anything more because I'm not in the mood to get tweeted at. This virgin gets in a lot of trouble. Anyway, let's watch this.
World Star.
Just give my thug look the entire time I'm doing this video. I've seen this guy before. Where have I seen this guy before?
I'm not sure.
John, go through my memories.
Old niggas and new niggas, now what's the difference? All in the same boat, in the stuck position. I understand both sides, let me break it in half. Let's take it back when hip-hop originated, and old niggas said it was whack, they couldn't take it, and called it a little trend set, it wouldn't last. Now it's the #1 genre as the time passed. Young niggas won't listen and we know it, but old niggas always talking, never show it. Lately all my idols, they've been felling me. Catch a sexual assault and some felonies. Then you want me to listen what you telling me, and wanna hate when we sing our little melodies. And other idols, they be broke, get your funds in order. And Kanye West is a Trump supporter. Now I get it, y'all think new niggas really suck, and white kids fucking love it, little silly ducks. But I know it's a lot of bullshit going on, I understand, but please don't complain without a plan. Ironically, I wrote this whole song off of Zan. You just need to sit down and find common ground, and it's soon to come, soon to come. Hip-hop need balance like the moon and sun. It feels good when I wear Christian Louboutins, so I gotta drop music to accrue some funds. And I get it, that's the mindset that's killing the rhyme fest. Staying out of prison that we saying fuck the system at. Rapping is our outlet to go and get our dividends, rather than out robbing niggas selling Ritalin. Old niggas bitter, y'all should love it when a nigga win. Ready to flip a pack and bring it back, no submission. Gotta just go attack, little pumped when you're dissing. I understand both sides of the ziplock. Your old niggas' time is coming, nigga, TikTok. I'ma still wear all my Gucci flip-flops and the fucking diamond chain with the big rocks. Cardi B got rich from loving hip-hop.
Cardi B got rich from loving hip-hop.
Damn. There's some bars on that one.
It was such a sweet song.
Yeah, you know, it's a real love letter.
Such a romantic
to the
riff.
older generation.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for all your guidance, guys.
I'm not aware of this discussion that's happening right now.
It's been coming
between
up.
old rap and new rap, modern rap, and
Yeah.
you know, we always see something like that in like movies and stuff. And of course that happens in music all the time, but I haven't heard it specifically about rap music.
The landscape is changing, the music is changing, and the images and the culture is all changing, and
Yeah.
there's been sort of a rift. You know, there's been a big backlash lately of younger fans and artists both being like, the old icons are overrated, there's more to hip-hop than just people like Tupac Tupac or Notorious B.I.G. sit down and let this
Yeah.
evolve. I like his approach, the sort of like we need a balance sort of approach. Yeah, there are some points that you guys have, but also I think you should sit down and listen to us for a second, because this is an art form for everybody, and this is how we all reap the rewards together.
Well, we need a balance like the moon and the sun.
Exactly, as he says.
Yeah. That's why we got Cordae, and then we have Macklemore.
Totally.
Black and white going together, people.
That's the collab track that we need.
Yeah.
I think Macklemore should have a good amount of messages for the hip hop youth.
Yeah.
What they should
And what
do.
it was like being a black kid struggling.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the rap because it's kind of leaning on how none of this is black and white. Out here in LA, one of my bookmarked stations on my radio, number 3, 93.5 KDAY, is like old school hip hop. When I listen to that rap, yeah, it's very different. I prefer the beats of today, the specific music of today, but the lyrics that were big back then don't seem as strongly prevalent, especially on the radio. Like the kind of rap that we catch on the radio is the very generic, basic rhyme schemes.
Yeah, the stuff that's going to reach the widest amount of people and has a pretty simple hook. There's been a lot of lamentation lately that lyrical hip-hop is not really the zeitgeist at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's there.
It's there,
like
yeah.
this is there, but it's not as in the mainstream as we'd like it to be. Like, that's a big part of what made rap so influential. Like, he's even talking about how back then people thought it was just a fad, that people thought that it wasn't going to be something that really stuck around, but it was the poetry behind the rap that has allowed rap to become so influential. Now it's the #1 genre, but what's made it become such a #1 genre is not what you really hear anymore on the radio, you know?
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
That's why we need Vanilla Ice back.
We do. Word to your grandma.
Word to your grandma, man. Or the Flowbots guy.
Yeah, they've put out a few albums, I think.
I'm all about white rappers.
I know. Get you some Machine Gun Kelly tickets.
I mean, so what? Would I rather listen to Tupac or Mike Shinoda? They're both good. Let's face it, Shinoda, better than all.
Hey, I mean, he's got some pretty cool bars on his new album.
What he's saying here is that it's not black and white. Like, there are some terrible things that have happened from the old school generation.
Well,
and some from our current generation, too. There's greatness and darkness in it all. We just got to find that happy medium, which I don't think in the entertainment industry you really ever find, though. You can preach it and there'll be people who find it. I find it very difficult to believe that we will get to a point where the majority are like, you know, we found a great balance. That's just the way the world works, though. And maybe this conversation is very strong right now, but it's always going to be that way. The thing is, rap, it's one of the later genres, whereas like rock and roll and all that came way before. It's like, I'm sure when the British invasion happened, there were plenty of people going, music ain't what it used to be, you know?
Yeah, or when punk started, or when metal bands started to show up.
It's the way it always works. There's elements I totally miss, but it's not that you won't ever find it.
More so than ever, there's everything under the sun, and hip-hop is like the new punk rock. Like, it's really captivated people, and what it is and what it can be is so many more things than it ever used to be, and just times have changed, and I feel like anytime you have generations at all, people are just going to gravitate towards what was around when they were younger. You know, like, people are always resistant to change to some degree, and there is kind of a chasm between the perspectives.
Yeah. This all goes hand in hand with a whole different side of music, which is the lives of black people in America, though. What rap meant for black people in America is something I'll never fully comprehend, simply because I'm not a black man in America.
Yeah.
With rap being a top genre, and is also the only that I can think of right now, and I might sound ignorant as shit saying it. Shit. I might sound super ignorant saying this, but when I think about art forms in the entertainment industry, when I look back at like Sammy Davis Jr. when he was coming up,
Killer bars.
you know, because I remember those days.
Great rapper, Sammy Davis.
No, when Sammy Davis Jr. was doing that, he was the black guy in this medium. And it can often be that way for a black man in a lot of different professions, but rap has become the art form that you primarily associate with
the black experience,
Yeah, so now when there's a white guy doing it, it's more like there's a white guy doing it, and it stands out more.
It's very apparent.
Yeah, when rap has evolved and changed and has become what it is now, I imagine the conversation to be something that is very passionate and very personal, because of what rap has meant for black people in the community. And like I said, I could be very ignorant right now. This is all my not black observations that I've made over the course of being around rap in my life, you know?
That's something I think is at the core of all of this, just the experiences of the different generations, what rap is worth and what it means as an art form, as a form of expression, as a business, as any of that stuff is just really different. I admire Cordae for basically making the effort to not just come out and be like, screw you guys, but trying to take this from a more constructive angle, because he does point out, like, hey, some of the old idols have proven themselves to be pretty messed up people, but also you should be happy that we're using this to achieve our success just like the old heads did, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of telltale of what I imagine is just a change in the culture and the lifestyle, you know?
Look, all I know is we need Vanilla Ice back.
Yeah, he can really set this record straight.
We need a boy band of Mike Shinoda, Vanilla Ice, Macklemore, Atmosphere, Eminem, G-Eazy, and Machine Gun Kelly.
Who's
the Flowbots guy?
Jeff Flowbots. I never learned his name. Oh, Uncle Adams. Uncle Adams, right?
We need the boys from Dynamite Hack.
Yeah.
Just to really redirect the conversation.
That's the way that song is meant to be heard. Mess up the conversation as much as humanly possible.
But why are all these white people banding together and rapping? And my last note is, I just want to say about that Cardi B line. My girlfriend listens to Cardi B so much. Cardi B's songs are all about your fucked up boyfriend, you know?
Offset is not the greatest.
It's weird
boyfriend.
to like drive in the car and she's like rapping along.
There's a lot of fire in those bars.
Am I doing something? Or do you just really like this song?
To me personally, should I be like downloading this album and studying it?
Are we dissecting these lyrics for a second?
What are you trying to tell me right now? Money moves.
What's your opinion on rap today? Do you miss it? Do you wish it would go back to the way it was? Do you like these new tunes? What's your favorite rap music video? They're kind of like porn.
Gucci Gang.
You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Check us out on Patreon. Full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As.
Requests like this one.
We watch Black Lightning.
We're just going for all the black shows.
I'm just trying to fit into the community. You watch Childish Gambino show.
I love Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Atlanta's terrific.
Contraband.
Insecure's great too.